before we start off.
Every word is important, but we slur them, we're awkward. So they shut us down, they said, stop it, you sound like a clown, you should forfeit. So I'm standing on a cliff, staring at this town, but it's a forest. Trees grow big, but our ego's the tallest, so we can't give it up. But in this town we are tourists. So this is an open letter concerning my dearest, my one true love. Rhyme and poetry, you should fear it. When I say rhyme and poetry, you should fear it, I don't mean fear what you think it teaches us. I mean fear what it actually teaches us, because we are very quick to assume without looking at the broader picture. You see, critics tend to view rap as promoting violence. And to some extent, it's hard to disagree with them, because we have rappers like Immortal Technique, who in a song called Dance with the Devil, writes about this kid named Billy, who just wants to make it up in the ranks of the drug game. He says, the shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed, so Billy stomped on the bitch until he broke her jaw. The dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. I'm gonna let that sink in for a while. See, it's hard to look at lyrics like this without thinking, what the hell? Right? But if you had heard the whole song, you'd understand the broader message. The rapper Immortal Technique says about the song himself, it's really about how the Black and Latino community are destroying their most valuable asset, their women. Now, on a much broader spectrum, this doesn't just relate to the Black and Latino community. It relates to all communities, whether you're African, whether you're Asian, whether you're European, whether you're Australian. What he's trying to do is he's pleading for change. He's calling for justice. See, this is what poetry is supposed to do. It's supposed to, and I'm quoting Ms. Coney here, use graphic imagery to convey a sense of involvement. We need to understand that, yes, you view this as violent, but I view it as a call for peace, a call for change. You see, the problem is now that we're facing is that there's a lot of rappers that are destroying the art form of rap. A lot of rappers who think it's okay to mumble and fake rap and go, right? All the over 35s in the audience are thinking, what did he just say? You see, these rappers are destroying the game, right? I view rhyme as possibly one of the most creative ways in expressing yourself. Rhyme gives a platform for people to convey their stories and their real experiences. So let's take a rapper named Big Pun, who says, dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know that we riddled two middlemen who didn't do diddly. It'll be a cold day in hell the day I take an L. Make no mistake, for real, I wouldn't hesitate to kill. Right? If you look at this, you can see that the rhyme scheme is extremely complex. Almost every syllable in that verse rhymes. See, this is where we should be progressing. This is someone who appreciated and crafted the art form. Big Pun, but this was written in 1998, right? So let's take a history lesson. Say it's 1970s, it's the dawn of rap. It's the dawn of hip hop, right? Now, say this fine-looking gentleman over here was trying to rap about school. If he was trying to rap about school in the 1970s, the rhymes would be very basic. He would say, just went to school, didn't learn anything, so I feel like a fool. But all the girls there, they made me want to drool. I walked up to them and they thought I was super cool. It's very basic, but it still has a point and it still has a story, right? Now, fast forward to, say, around the 1980s to the 2000s. Now, this is the golden era of hip-hop. The same rapper would rap about school in a completely more complex way. So it would be something like, just got home from the school, bullet hole to my dome from the fools, make it known that I own the process of being cool, right? The rhyme scheme is completely different, but the message is the same. See, that's what we need to be doing. This is the 2000s. But now, if you fast forward to 2017, in a world where everything progresses, it seems like the art form of rhyme is regressing. Let me play a video for you guys to show you what I mean.
Boom! Yo! The thing goes grrrr. And the boom boom boom. Skia! Boom 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 boom. Boom boom. Yo!
Stop that. We have to stop that. We see what I mean? Do you guys have any idea what he just said? Those were some complex bars, guys. He rhymed ra with pa. You know? That is some hard-hitting stuff. No, but jokes aside, this shows the transition to what rhyme started off with, to what it became, to what it is now. You see, it's getting worse, and there are rappers that come into the game thinking that it's okay to dumb down their lyrics. But I think that's stupid, because if all they care about is making hits and not educating, what's the point of rhyme in the end of the day anyway? You know, we have rappers like Migos and Kodak Black and Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty, all these Lils, but none of them have big hearts. We need to stop supporting these whack-ass rappers. Rappers that think it's okay to talk about killing, to think it's okay to talk about just getting money. Yes, that's how hip-hop started, but that's because back in the day, people were actually hustlers. They had to hustle to make money. But now, a person who went to a private school, who grew up in a nice home, wants to say, yeah, man, my struggle was tough, man. This is what I did, man. This is not where I should be, man. But I'm the illest MC and I'm going to kill everybody on the street, man. That's not how it should be. That's not what we want rap to do. We need to support notable names like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is a rapper who has never smoked weed in his life. When all other rappers around him try to influence him, not once has he touched weed. Never has he smoked, never has he drank alcohol. Names like J. Cole, who talks about how the SWAT actually raided his house when the neighbors called on him. Who talks about how 911 moves faster in white neighborhoods than in black neighborhoods. It makes us think, it takes time for us to understand what is being said, but it educates. We need these rappers that teach us that the world we're in is not a world for sin, it's not a world for murdering, it's a world where we care for friends, a world where boys become men, a world for peace, a world to preach, a world where everyone is deceased but we make it in the end because our strength ain't weak. Can't let the fame get the best of you. Mumble and fake rappers with bad attitudes are the ones that's destroying the youth. But those are the ones that we need to boycott as well. You see, no matter what a critic says, rap is possibly the biggest genre in the world today. There's no genre that can compare to what rap is, but sometimes, and actually a lot of the times, rap is abused. You see, we need rappers that will change, heal, and motivate. And that's why we need to endorse them. We need rappers who don't care about their public image, who don't care about their reputation. We need rappers who care about talking about politics, who aren't scared to talk about issues, who aren't scared to talk about moral injustices. We don't need rappers who think it's okay to talk about what they did last week at the club, like Kengo. That's what we need. You see, rap, I find to be the most inspiring form of expressing yourself. But there's always going to be two aspects that brings rap down. What a critic says and what the rappers are saying about themselves. You see, rap has the power to motivate. Rap should encourage and scare us, but it shouldn't make us want to be worse versions of ourselves. They'll never destroy us because we are real. But we need to stop loving the fake, because our fate is still in our hands. So understand that the fans don't need a brand, they need a man to step up to the plate and make mistakes but always conquer. Because rap is much more than just talking, it's our anchor. Matter of fact, the fact is fake rappers is just actors pretending to be street, but actually money is all they're after. So screw that, this is the start of a new era. Our hearts are going to be written all over these new book chapters. We don't care about what a critic says, and we don't care about our reputation. All we care about is progressing further in this hip-hop nation. Thank you.